I'm sure you guys can see by the title of this video that this is going to be a story time. I've never done a story time before. So, I was just scrolling on Instagram and I saw a video that was talking about dates and stuff, like how good dates go and how bad dates go. I'm just like, you know, I don't really be outside like that. I don't really be like out like that. So like I haven't really been on a date. But then thinking back to last year, I've been on 2 dates. And I'm not gonna lie, it was exactly. It was that. This is basically the story time about those, because I've had 2 dates in my life, my entire life, my entire dating life. I've only gone on 2 dates. So let's start with the first one. It was, I think, the week of prom. Yeah, because prom was on that Saturday. So it's the week of prom, right? You know, we all out trying to go get our shit, trying to make sure everything's cool. The jewelry's together, all the stuff is together, the dress is together, or shoot, whoever's wearing what. I was wearing a dress, bitch. I'll put a picture. Bro, I missed prom. Prom was so much fun. I was going around getting my stuff, and the dude I was talking to at the time, we'll call him, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think he's going to watch any of my videos. So we'll call him Chum Chum. Fanboy? Fanboy or Chum Chum? What, we will just say Chum Chum. Okay. So we was trying to meet up, and we didn't really have time or whatever. Oh, I was 18 at the time. He's 20. He was 20 at the time. So yeah. But yeah, we was trying to meet up and chill. And I was like, look, I'm down. And then I told my mom about it, and she was like, okay. I'll be in the vicinity. Just be careful. I'm like, okay, well, get to, like, probably like an hour later. We meet up at the Avenue. And I'm up it. We was told we was going to meet up at Barnes & Nobles. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm looking around and I see him. I'm like, ooh. Hey. How you doing? So we met up at Barnes & Nobles, right? We said, hey, what's up? We either shook hands or hugged each other. I don't know what we did. I remember. We was chilling. We walked around. And it was quiet as bitch. Like, nobody knew what to say to each other. It was awkward. It was awkward as hell. Which makes sense. Because, you know, you meeting up with bro for the first time or whatever. And then he was like, oh, you want to... Because, no, mind you, I was on the phone with him before... Or I was texting him before I left the house. I was like, hey, we can meet up for like a couple minutes, but then I gotta go because I got stuff to do. AKA prom shopping. Because, bro, I couldn't find no shoes. I had a blue dress with no shoes. I was still trying to figure out what I was doing for makeup. So, yeah. Fast forward afterwards, we were just walking around. He was like, hey, you trying to go see a movie? I'm like, no. I have stuff to do after this. A movie takes about like an hour to 2 hours to fucking finish. I have shit to do after this. And then he was like, oh, just ask your mom. I'm like, nigga, no. I just said I have shit to do after this. I can't fucking sit and watch a whole movie, which is an hour long. But yeah, whatever. I was like, oh, I want some ice cream. Because it was during the summer. You know, prom season during, like, the warm months. I'm like, oh, I want some ice cream. Can we, like, go to Cold Stone and get some ice cream? And he was like, okay, bet. I'm like, okay, cool. We coolin'. I can get some ice cream. I don't care, bro. He paid for all my stuff. I was like, thank you, sir. And by all my stuff, I mean the drink that I got at Barnes & Nobles. We walked past fucking Cold Stone because it was a long ass line. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. We can wait. Because he was like, it's a long ass line, so we can wait. I was like, okay, bet. We can wait. We can walk around and chill. And that's what we did. We walked around. Nigga was still looking at movies. I'm over here like, nigga, I said I have shit to do after this. What are you looking at movies for? You can go watch a movie by yourself. I condone solo dates. That's look. Clark, do what you gotta do, man. So we go sit down, we just chilling. And then it was about to be time to leave. Like, I could feel the tension rising and shit. It was just like, yo, this is not ready to work. So I'm like, okay, bet, we can just walk back. And he was like, oh, I'm tired and my fucking feet hurt or some shit like that. I was like, we can go find somewhere to sit down. It's not that big of a deal. And then he was like, oh, I'm hungry. I was like, okay, what you want to eat? Because it's like, there's a Fridays. No, not Fridays. It's a Chili's. It's a Starbucks. It's the fucking taco spot over there. Bro, tacos fucking delicious. Taco spot over there. Fucking Cold Stone. Fucking a Shake Shack. I don't think that's what it's called. But it's a fucking Shake Burger Shack, whatever. And he was like, no, I don't want none of those. That's all the way over there. The pieces place I was talking about, oh, that's all the way over there, all the way across the street. I was like, nigga, what the fuck do you want to do? The fuck? Because now you pissing me off. You over here complaining and shit because I didn't want to go see a fucking movie. Nigga, I got shit to do. I got shit to do. Like, what? What are you talking about? And he was like, look, man, it is what it is. I don't even care no more. I'm like, okay, so then what the fuck we going? I didn't say what the fuck. Because I had to keep it cordial. I had to keep it cool, calm, collected. I was like, so what do you want to do? I straight up told him, what do you want to do? Because if you ready to go, I can leave right now. And he was like, we can go back to Barnes & Nobles. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. We go back to Barnes & Nobles. That's when he got the drink. He didn't buy the drink when we first got there. He bought the drink when we got there the second time. And then pulled up his phone and we was watching movies. We didn't even finish the movie. We watched like a little bit of the movie. I don't remember what fucking movie we watched, but bro, that shit pissed me off. Cause what the fuck? If I told you that I have shit to do, I texted him this. I was like, yo, we can only meet up for a few minutes and then I gotta go because I got prom shopping. I got shit to do after this. He's like, okay, bet. And then he was like, oh, but I want to watch. Nigga, you can watch a movie. You can watch a movie by yourself. I have shit to do. But yeah, I'm just like, nigga, I got shit to do. You over here talking about going to go watch a fucking movie. Nigga, every movie is at least an hour long. I'm not going to say every movie, but every movie that's in the theaters is at least an hour or 2 hours long. So what? Like, what? Like, help me understand. I'm confused. But yeah, I will rate that date. No. You know what's even worse? My mother, she was like, you know, he resembles your dad. I'm like, huh? What did you just say? Excuse me? She was like, yeah, he resembles your dad. I was like, no. Don't you ever say that ever again. Ever. And then I told her how the date went, and she, well, no. At first, I was calling it just a hangout, and my mom was like, no, that was a date. I'm like, that was not a date. That was, no. That was not a date. But she was like, it was a date. I'm like, okay, whatever. And I was telling her about it, and she was like, yeah, I'm glad you stood up for yourself. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I started calling, bro, I was about to cuss everything up, bro, like, because I don't cuss around my mom, and I slipped with nigga, and she was like, you called that boy a nigga? I was like, I called him a nigga, because he was acting like a damn nigga. First date ever in my life, I would rate that bitch a 4 out of 10. Not that 3.5 out of 10. Now I'm thinking about it, that shit was hilarious. Not really. That shit pissed me off. Now, on to the second date. Because now that I'm thinking about it, those dates happened in the same year. It was a talking stage. Wait a minute. Is it really a talking stage if I just went out with a date with that nigga? Look, okay, we're not gonna go into it because there was a lot of shit happening while that was going on. Anyway, this is after prom. No, it's literally the next day after prom. I stopped talking to Chum Chum, and this new nigga started texting me, like, literally the day after prom, because I started posting prom pictures. I don't know how the fuck he saw my shit, because I don't know where the fuck that nigga came from, but bro, he was like, oh, yo, you find the shit, or some shit like that. I was like, where did you find my shit? Bro? Like, what? I was like, oh, thanks. Because, look, I can't tell when niggas are flirting with me. Like, I can, but then I can't. We texting or whatever, we cooling. I don't even know if he watches my shit, but if he do, look, man. Look, man. You was cool to a certain extent, and then I don't know what the hell happened. Like, you bro and everything, but like, bro, I don't know what the hell happened. It just went from okay, we cool in the, okay, I see how you move and how you operate and shit like that. So it was two dates, I guess. One actual date in like during the time where the ferry comes to the city, and then it was like June, July, one of them months, because we were supposed to go skating. So I'm like, okay, bet. We'll do the skating one first, since that's what in order. So I'm texting my homegirls, my homeboys, like the friend group from my high school, like, hey, y'all want to go skating since we just, like, you know, graduated, y'all want to go do something because we supposed to do something anyway. And everybody was like, shit. Everybody was like, okay, yeah, bet, we can do that. And only two of them showed up, but that's besides the point. Two of them showed up. I invited the nigga out. What? We don't have a code name. What's his code name? The first thing that just came up to my head was Pineapple, so we'll call him Pineapple. So I invited Pineapple out, right? And he was like, okay, bet. Where it at? I'm like, okay, it's at Putty Hill. Putty Hill Skateland. Skateland is amazing. I'm just saying. I haven't gone skating in years, but that's besides what. I just say years as it. I invited Pineapple out. And he was like, okay, bet. And I told him it opens at 6 and it closes at 8. I was supposed to get a tattoo that day with my brother, but I didn't because the tattoo artists who were working there, they weren't there at the time. They left. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I'll wait to get a tattoo. Even though I've been fiending for one, but it is what it is. So I go to the skate land. I'm texting him like, yo, I'm here early at 5:30. Let's remember the timestamps. 5:30 is when I texted him, okay? I texted him probably like hours before. I'm like, yo, this is the address. This is what time it opens. This is what time it closes. And it's going to be populated because it's a Saturday, I guess. No, it was because the summer started. So yeah, it's going to be populated. I texted him, 5:30. I'm on my way to the skate rink. He was like, okay, bet. I'm like, all right. I get to the skating rink. I'm in that bitch with my homegirl and her bestie. We chilling. We skating around. We having fun. We keying and shit. And I look at my phone. I come back and sit down with our stuff and look at my phone. It's like, I'm probably going to get these timestamps wrong. But it's like between 6 o'clock and 6:20. I think. He's like, yo, no, wait. Either I'm like, yo, where you at? Or he texted me. I don't know. We'll skip that part because I don't remember what the fuck happened. So I'm skating around my homegirls and her bestie. And we having fun. And niggas trying to talk to them and shit. And I'm over here like, yo, go get what you got. Like, dude, go do what you gotta do. Like, I'm over here hyping niggas up and shit. And I'm skating around having fun, and then something is like, yo, go check your phone. So I go get off the fucking rink, and I go check my phone. I'm looking at this bitch, and it's what, like 7 o'clock? 7:30-ish? 7 o'clock? Yeah. So I look at my phone. Yeah. Because it's 7 o'clock, 7:30-ish. Bitch. Oh, Lord Jesus. This is about to piss me off all over again. This is a Saturday. No, this was a Friday, because the next day I had a graduation party. Yup, I remember it. Bitch, I look at my phone, I see a bunch of text messages, and I see like 2 missed calls. I'm over here like, so it's 7:30. Yeah, I'm looking at that bitch right now. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And all I see is 2 missed calls, and then a bunch of fucking messages. It's like, yo, answer the phone. Bro, what the fuck are you doing? Answer your phone. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? First of all. Second of all, I'm looking at the time, bitch. It says 7:35. I'm like, what's going on? I was on the floor skating. I don't have my phone on me because I'm not trying to let that bitch break. So, what's the take? I'm in the Uber. It opens at 6 and closes at 8. Mind you, nigga all the way in Dundalk. all the way in Dundalk. It closes at 7. I mean, it opens at 6 and closes at 8. All the way in Dundalk. He get here. It's fucking 7:50. Wait, that don't even make sense. But yeah, like it's between 7:50 to 8 o'clock. It's around that time stamp. He's all like, they not letting him in. I'm like, nigga, cause they already closed. Why would they let you in it, bro? By the time you put your skates on, it's time to fucking go. And I sent multiple voice notes. I was like, yo, you got here. I told you when to fucking get here. Anyway, yo, cause I told you when to get here, and I told you what time they open, what time they close. If I told your ass, if Jordy had 4 apples, like if I told you that they open at 6 and they close at 8, why would you leave the house at 7 o'clock? 7:20, 7:30. Why would you leave the... And I'm over here like, yo, by the time you get your ass in the building putting your skates on, it's gonna be time for everybody to fucking go. You're not gonna be skating around. And he was like, but I wanna come inside and see you. Can you come and get me? I'm like, nigga, no! I'm not coming to get you. I'm so sorry. I might be credit for that, but at the same time, no. I'm not, no. I might be credit for that, but like, yo, I told you when to come and I told you what time the thing was gonna close. And plus, if I leave out to come and get you, I might not be able to come back in. He was like, oh, they letting girls in there. I was like, what they gotta do with me? I'm already in this bitch. I already paid my money. The fuck? Like, look. And he started texting me, oh, you made me waste $40. Da, da, da. Like, I didn't make you do shit. I told you what time to come and what time the thing open, what time the thing closed. That was up to you, Buki. Don't do it. Don't do it. I should have stopped talking to it as when that happened. Because then I was like, all right, bet, fuck it. I started ignoring him. And then that nigga started texting me the next day. And I'm just like, seen. And then I kept doing what I was about to do. But yeah. And then after that shit, it was just raps. Fast forward to September when the carnival comes. That was the first attempt. That was supposed to be a date, but it wasn't going to. So I was chilling after that. Fast forward to September, when the fair would come into town or whatever. I went with all my cousins, not all my cousins, but like 3 of my cousins, aka Sade. Sade was there. She can tell you that shit was a shit show. Anyway, I went with Sade, her brother, and my cousin. So it was my boy cousin, well, our boy cousin, Sade, and her brother, her little brother. So we all chilling and shit, and we all chilling and shit. And I was texting him. I was like, all right, we can try this again. Da, 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 da. And mind you, while I was texting him about the fair and shit, I was like, yo, you going to the fair? I'm going to the fair. He's like, what the fuck is the fair? I'm like, what is the fair? Nigga, what the fuck? But yeah, I had to explain to him what the fuck the fair is and shit. And we get to the fair. He was like, oh, I'll pay for all your shit and shit. I'm like, okay, cool. Cool, I'm fine with that. Hey, you willing to spend some money on me? Period. I brought money with me, of course, just in case niggas be saying, oh, I'm gonna spend money on you and then don't got no money. But I digress. Anyway. So yeah, I'm over here chilling with my cousins. I'm eating funnel cake because funnel cake fucking hits. It fucking slaps. And we walk in and I'm just like, where you at? No, he's like, where are you at? And I'm getting nervous because like, bro, whole time it's a grown ass nigga. Like what? Like what if a grown ass nigga just walks up and be like, hey, are you live? And I'm just be like, oh shit. I met him off Instagram, by the way. Guys, don't be like me. Don't be like me. I didn't see him first. My cousin saw him first, and I could see by the reactions on their face that yeah. What was his name? Pineapple. Yeah. They saw Pineapple, and all I saw was my youngest cousin. Well, not really my youngest, but like my cousin. Bro, we're all cousins. I don't know how to explain this. Okay, so the tall one, Sade, her brother, and me. The tall one, bro, he turned around and he was like, Leah. And I'm like, what? And he started, the tall one, that nigga turned around and started laughing. I'm like, oh shit. Did I fumble? Did I fuck this up? Then Sade and her brother saw, and then they turned around and laughed. I'm like, oh shit. God damn it. So then I braced myself. I turned around and I see Pineapple. I'm like, hey. How you doing? Okay, period. And then while the Pineapple was looking away or do whatever the fuck he doing, I look at my cousin, I'm like, stop laughing. That's not nice. Y'all being rude. And then Tall One was just like, I'm like, nigga, you're the main reason. You're the reason why. Yeah, fast forward, we all walking around getting shit and cooling. Because mind you, look, apparently I'm fucking fragile. My fucking knees ain't shit. So I'm over here like, look, y'all can get on rides, but I'm here for the food. I'm here for the food. Fast forward to like, oh, because One Direction, no, Big Time Rush was there. I was like, oh shit, we gotta go see Big Time Rush. I didn't know the tickets cost extra money, but we saw them for the fence. We was cooling. Bro, nigga was like, oh, I want some funnel cake. I was like, okay, we can go get some funnel cake. And we go get funnel cake. We go get funnel cake, right? And it's like, we go get funnel cake, and he started asking me some questions that just was like, nigga, what are you talking about? So he was like, you want a funnel cake? I'm like, okay, cool. Expecting the nigga to pay for that shit. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You paying for it? It's your shit. He like, oh, I want some funnel cake. And she was like, you want Oreos or you want strawberry stuff on, or you just want regular? He was like, I want regular. I'm like, okay, cool. We cool. I don't give a fuck. I'm just looking around, people, the scenery, seeing all the beautiful people out and shit, because we having fun. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, can I just take it? No. No, you cannot just take it. You cannot just take the funnel cake. Then he proceeds to get his card out. Whole time, he has no money on that card. So I'm just like, what? What do you mean you have no money on the card? What are you talking about? He was like, I don't got no money on me. I'm like, what? What? But if you're supposed to be spoiling me, how the fuck?
Why am I yelling? Block. Stupid ass questions.
Okay. I pay for the funnel cake. And I'm slightly upset, cause nigga, what? And I'm over here like, nigga, I want my $10 back, cause it was $10 for a funnel cake. Yeah. I'm like, I want my $10 back. He's like, okay, bet. So we go back to where my cousins were, cause we was all standing by the gate. And then my cousins are like, all right, we gonna go get something to drink. I'm like, okay, cool. Can y'all give me something to drink? They give me lemonade, bro. Them fair lemonade is fucking delicious, bro. Yeah. So I was just standing there talking with him, and he's cool peoples. I don't see myself dating him, but he's cool peoples. So I'm all like, okay, cool. While we're talking, his breath was rocking. And I didn't want to say nothing out loud, so I was just like, okay, I'll keep my distance for a little bit. Fast forward afterwards. Yeah, after the fair, when it was time to leave, it was very nice of him to offer me a ride home. I was like, no, I have a ride, thank you. Yeah, I said, I was like, did you brush your teeth this morning? Or did you brush your teeth before you left out? I don't remember if he said no or yes. But he was like, wow, what's up? I was like, cause your breath is hot. That shit was rocking real bad. It was never again. Next day, I told him, I don't see myself dating you. I'm not gonna lie. Based off of, y'all gonna be like, oh, it's because he couldn't pay for shit. I was like, I'm telling y'all stuff that happened, but like, I just don't see myself dating him. Like, it's not because he couldn't pay for fucking funnel cake, but it's just like, I couldn't see myself dating him. That date was actually better than Chum Chum, that nigga date. I would rate it about like a 4.5. That's what I got in me. I mean, it was cool, cause like I've been going to the fair since I was like a baby. And it was fun to have. Well, I didn't even really get to hang out with my cousins, cause I was focused on hanging out with him, which makes me a terrible person a little bit. But it's also like they was cool, and like they was just observing, and watching from a distance. And I appreciate that too, because, like, I need y'all to have my back while I'm dealing with this shit right here. But yeah, after I walked him back to his mom's car or whatever, I was walking back and niggas was eyeing me. I was like, oh, well, this is what happens when niggas start talking to people and start going out on dates with people. Other niggas start peeping shit. Like, niggas start looking at you and shit. I'm like, oh, okay. Listen. I walk back, I get my food, I come back, I sit down with my cousins, and I'm like, yo, never again. And they was like, wow, what's going on? Bro, them niggas was laughing the whole time. Like, I peeped all of them. They was all laughing the entire time. Like, y'all niggas is not slick. But yeah, this is my story time. That's the end of the video. Cut. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You already know the vibes. You already know the vibes. I know what I'm saying. That's it. Cut it.